Okay, let's do this one. Flower with a vase. Tulip. So, first of all, I want you guys to make this vase proportion right. So first they're going to be a rectangle. The rectangle is a little bit less than 2. Okay? A little bit, if that's 2. So it's a little bit less than 2. So you draw a rectangle, a little bit less than 2. Then I like to use this kind of straight lines to make it symmetrical. See, this is kind of easy to make it symmetrical, right? Like both sides, rather than curve it in the beginning. So that's how I make it in the first step. How I draw, like I just, kind of sketching a more geometric shape, so easy to make a not lopsided, right? Then you see those shapes. You can see those shapes too. Okay, that's the basic, simple first step. Then, this step, I added the shape of the top of the vase and the tulips, okay? And make sure the tulips, the relationship between each other is correct, all right? Like this together, how far goes from here, this right here, and this behind it, this right here. Put the place right. And also the shape of the tulip, not everyone looks like that, okay? Some are shorter because the perspective. With that done, now I see I kind of made the vase round, right? The handle round. And after that, after this, I work on the tulips. See, I get the petal of the tulips. So you can see why this tulip is short, because this tulip is on this tulip looks like this. Got it? So some tulip, you can see that the top is right here, right? So this tulip is more like that. You can see the top right here, right? If it's a, if it's a cup. If it's a cup, let's see, it's a cup. Because tulip, it looks like cup. Some cup you see like this. Some cup you probably see like this. That becomes shorter, right? You can see more inside than the cup becomes shorter. The perspective, the foreshortened perspective. So that's why in the beginning I told you guys all the tulips shape are different. So basically that you can see that's the inside, that's the inside. See, also you can see the inside. All right, then start shading. Okay, the vase is a little bit easy, I guess, but still the vase bumps. The vase has bumps, which is bump, 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 and bump, right? When the bumps, they created shadows. That's why it's a dark and light, right? And the bottom part is a little bit darker, the whole bottom part. So let's talk about tulips. Tulips is, think about it, is kind of like cylinder shape, right? But they have break up as puddles. And all those puddles, it's not flat, it's round, okay? Because of it's round, and you cannot shade the tulips flat like this. I'll show you. Don't shade tulips like that. That's flat, right? What you shade is because tulips is rounded, so the side it become a little bit lighter because of the, it's round, the light shines on it, right? And this is the same thing, it's round, lights from here, of course, that's dark, right? So the dark shade and the light and make the shape of the tulips. Same thing as this. See how I shaded? It's dark and round, right? From dark to light. And this way too. Lighter, and darker, right? So make this petal round this way and round that way. Okay, it is kind of hard to shade, I agree. So same thing as this, see? Dark, light, right? And under the tulips is darker than here. Same thing as this, dark and light. So this is a little bit hard to shade, but even in the center, the dark part, I didn't make it just like pure dark. You can still see some part is dark, some part is light. So when you're shading shadows, always thinking about shadow changes, value changes. So don't shade shadow just like one value from beginning to the end. That won't look like shadow, okay? See, shadow always changes from dark to light, from dark to light. The ones in one place, I just shade like that, right? You always want it from a little bit dark and light spot. Okay,